What's up, guys? Back with a new video today. We're in the car. Car's revving, going up and down the street. Well, this is where we live, if you want to know. I don't know if that's a smart idea, but you guys see us here a lot. You can figure it out. What's up, guys? Back with a new video today. In the car, me and Pops. We're going to the gym right now. Concept Academy. Comm class. Gonna get that submission battleground work in. You guys can see my battle scar. Got a little dinged up on Tuesday. It ain't nothing to a player like me. I'm just kidding. But anyways, we're going to comm class and we're gonna just get that work in. See our friends, see our teammates, see our coach. Probably see people from other gyms popping in. Maybe Alliance, Trickster, one of those, or wherever. We're gonna have a good time.
Yes, my favorite class of the week. We get to push. Not much instruction, just some warm-ups, and boom, straight to comp style training. So it's a good push. It's a good test. I think we try to incorporate that mindset to our guys. We should try to incorporate that mindset to our guys at UFC. Get them to get that push to train hard, to be able to perform under pressure, low energy. Get the body conditioned to understanding what moves to do, even though your body doesn't even want to do it. Your brain can hardly even function, but you still keep pushing yourself. Last night was a good class, kids class. Kind of a tough one. The kids are not very advanced, and we try to have them deal with spider guard, right? So how to pass spider guard. Half the kids don't even understand spider guard, but
Chris introduced that, so
yeah, Chris showed it to the class on Monday, so we try to follow up on it, right? Some kids got it, some kids didn't. It's okay. It's just a new concept to them. We just gotta keep reinforcing it and showing them what's up. Yeah. So I'll let Cart talk about the adults class.
So we did our scissor sweep and our close guard games, controlling the posture, trying to deny the close guard stand up, and then fighting for grips. So just trying to keep repeating these themes of posture control and grip breaking, taking angles, right, the center line. Trying to introduce that now about, we're gonna break grips too, use our legs, use our arms, because I think in the beginning it was hard because a lot of the stuff maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I feel like you probably learned it in class, but as you go you just keep forgetting, right? You keep forgetting. So we want to make sure that each class is connected to the last, so that the ideas are tied together, and then we can reinforce those common themes or concepts or tactics and strategies that they should try to use. Yeah, and then put them in time in that kind of environment. So since we were doing close guard, we were doing close guard situationals, and then we started playing this one game. Somebody called it Tiger Tail. The objective is to grab your partner's this little piece of cloth that was over there. There's enough strips. We put it in the back of the belt, and then so I was just saying that's like a little side quest, right? We're still doing the close guard. You gotta pass or you gotta sweep or sub, but now there's like a little challenge. I think it's important to give it a little different spice, and kind of maybe regress or give the situational games a little bit more of a challenge, so that you force your students to think in multiple ways. Yeah. It was a good class. I like to interact with other people. Feels good to help people out. I had some roles too, so I got some action. But nothing too intense. When we go to UFC, we want to spread our wealth of knowledge. We're not over there to train as hard, because we're gonna go to concept and we can train just as hard, right? And we're trying to bring, like what my dad said, trying to bring what we learn over there too, right? Through technique or mindset, whatever it must be. So we're really enjoying the jiu-jitsu journey, guys, right now, and we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, so to follow up on Cart's idea about what we're doing in our classes, right? I was listening to another podcast about somebody who's in a similar situation where they only get to teach once a week, right? So I think we're trying to instill ideas and concepts, and not so much to the point where they gotta try to memorize something, but instill something in them so that they understand what they're trying to accomplish and why they're kind of trying to accomplish it, right? Or we give them a little tool, like, here's a possible technique to use, right? Not every situation do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's kind of hard to learn that way. Especially we have a bunch of beginners, right? So we try to incorporate ideas, concepts, knowledge into them that it's not so much a memorization of steps, but more of just reactive movements, right? Our friend Pam, she's a blue belt now, but she's one of those imposter syndrome people that always questions, I'm a blue belt, I don't know what I'm doing. Because I think she feels that way because she doesn't really have a plan laid out on what she's going to do. But she's very reactive, and when we roll, she pretty much makes the right movement 90% of the time. So I think it's better that she does it that way, that she's coming up that way, than she has a bunch of techniques memorized. It's just my feeling, and something I told one of the other students yesterday, even if just because they say do it this way, that doesn't mean what you're doing is wrong, because jiu-jitsu can be done so many different ways. There's one technique that I always tell people: don't hug somebody from the bottom. That's just not the way to do it. And Cart and I watched a video, and a high-level guy was hugging the guy from the bottom. It's one of his techniques. So I was kind of surprised, like, oh shoots, I guess that is a technique, but it's a high-level technique, right? The concept he was using wasn't like just hug and hold, right? He used it to get himself out from underneath. So again, there's 1,000 different ways to do, millions of different ways to do jiu-jitsu. So if someone says that's wrong, maybe that person needs to reword it, like maybe like, I wouldn't do it that way, or I haven't seen it done that way.
There's more efficient ways to go about it.
Exactly, there's more efficient or effective ways to do that specific thing, right? So yeah, that's the beauty of jiu-jitsu. You can create your own style, you can do it your way. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys.
Os.